Stop it. So, what on earth is going on? Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Sorry for the technical fix-ups right here. Just getting the ground running. Oh my god. Okay, something is going on. Every time I tap this cable, it changes everything. Stop it. Nope. Nope. Bruh. Monte Cristo time. There we go. You see how crazy that's starting to look? Just because the cable is like a little bit looser than before? What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. So, yes. Looks like a VHS tape. Not quite. We're not having like the little distortions on the bottom. Hey there, Dai. Hope you're having a wonderful day and a good breakfast still at work, but I'll have the stream on in the background. Well, thank you very much, KengoX77. That is awesome. Yep. Monte Cristo time. Well, we're going to be doing more Fate Grand Order, Ordeal Call II. I was very distracted this morning because I discovered that people have been playing the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition on the Switch 2 with the upgrade, and being honestly kind of disappointed, I guess, because apparently the game honestly looks much better on just like an emulator, like a Switch emulator, and just like boosting the internal resolution of the game, which is really what they should have done, because people are saying that the Switch 2 version, which should have done that, because it's more powerful, all it does is just slap on a bunch of, like, upscale filters on the 1080p footage. And it honestly looks terrible, is what they're saying, and so I was trying to get the good idea of it. It's just it's such a shame, because all you had to do is literally do what an emulator does. I don't care. I mean, some emulators do upscaling for the textures, but you don't even have to do that. Literally just crispen up the game resolution-wise and make it 60 FPS. It's not that hard. It really isn't. And that way it would have looked the same as if it were running on, like, you know, PS5 or something. Nintendo still couldn't do that, and I had high hopes, so I'm really bummed. I'll have to wait until see if they fix that. But then I get some people saying, oh, no, it looks great in 4K. And it's like, it's not even really 4K. It's, yeah. So that's what I was thinking about this morning, was my little pet peeve project. So we are going to be checking out, hopefully, the ending of this whole Ordeal Call II. I can't guarantee it, but I think so. And, yeah, so that's the goal. Last we left off, Ritsuka has basically been in a dream singularity again, this time filled with Avengers, doing like a modern living in Tokyo school life kind of thing, but that definitely got shooken up as soon as we discovered a murder scene where, at least in the dream world, Mashu and the two Da Vinci's, one being the mom and the sister, were brutally murdered by someone. And now we think that that someone is like an alter version of Monte Cristo, Edmond Dantes. And so he seems to be the final the final trial No one's got their heads chopped off yet. Uh-oh. Did you just spoil me? Did you just spoil the chat? Oh, wait. Do you guys even get audio? Where's the audio? Let me check the audio levels. Yeah, you're not getting any audio from the game. Stop it. This is getting ridiculous. Give me audio. No? God damn. Technical issues. It's literally just plugging in a cord. And yet it doesn't work because the cable is a piece of shit. Oh, yes, Marie Antoinette Alter got her head lopped off. You're right. You're right. Sorry. You're right, she did. I kind of forgot that. It's not like I got to see it. I was hoping for, like, I don't know, something of a CG. Alright, so if this is not going to play the audio, I'm going to have to unplug something else. Alright, let's try unplugging the Elgato. These Elgato capture cards are not phenomenal. Hello? Okay. Wait, what on earth? Alright, properties, deactivate, reactivate. That didn't solve it? That's so weird. What's going on? Maybe I have to close the software and reopen it. Maybe it was the game. Or fixing it. You never know what's going to make it work. You just have to turn everything off and turn everything back on. The problem is it was just working seconds ago. And all it took was like a bump of the tablet to like throw all that into chaos. Did that do it? Yay, that did it. Thank you guys for being patient with me. That was so stupid. Okay, without saying goodbye, let's see where we're at now. Hello, Seri-chama. Good morning, Ritsuka. I didn't sign up to be your alarm clock. But if you are just going to go back to sleep, I'll wake you up. You can either get out of bed on your own, or I can drag you out. What's it gonna be? Look in the mirror. Are you as espresso as before? Wanting to murder and kill for revenge? Taking a look at the full-length mirror, you see yourself still dressed in your pajamas. 1 second. 2 seconds. It's okay, nobody's talking to you anymore. You mean yourself talking to yourself? That was you, though. That was you. Morning, Hassan. It means that you have the resolve not to go down the Avenger path. Yes, it is. I'm counting on you to keep my aunt safe again today. Don't worry, I was already planning to do just that. He's still not my ally officially, right? But he is. He is for all intents and purposes. It's nothing. I've done my share of escort missions. Besides, if anything happened to her, that might damage your performance. So how you guys been doing? I know we haven't even formed a temporary contract, but I don't want that to happen. Don't worry, I'll do my job. Hey. Are you aware that when you sleep, you always... What do we do in my sleep? You have to confess, I'll be a little multitasking now as well. That's totally fine. Entering time to spend on different tasks for work into our work system. I see. Never mind, it's probably not my place to say anything. You should tell me, goddammit. See you. What does Ritsuka do in her sleep? Snore? Is it as benign as snoring? I hope you like French toast! Because I just made some. Did you now? Sorry if that was a little loud. I guess she's excited. My sister used to love it, and I think you did too, at least when you were little. I didn't always like it the way my sister did. Even as a child, I never liked anything quite that sweet. But now I get it. Sweets are great. I used to think they were an unnecessary extravagance, but I was wrong. There's nothing like sweets to pick you up, especially after a hard day's work. Sleeping like a log, then waking up to a delicious French toast breakfast. It's fantastic. It's almost like you can feel yourself absorbing energy from it. But I guess you're still too young to know what I'm talking about. Well, just remember, when you're really tired, sweets can be a big help. That's not to say you should go overboard, of course, but you can also have a sugar crash and calorie coma. Hey, Auntie? Thanks. Where'd that come from? Well, I can't say I mind. Wherever it came from, you're very welcome. Hold still for a second. Let me get a good look at you. Well, I'll be. You've really become a confident young woman, haven't you? You seem so much more mature today. It feels like just the other day you were still my adorable little niece. I see. You really have grown up since I last saw you. You just said that. Anyway, make sure to finish your French toast. Got that? Why isn't that an alternate outfit? That would be cool, right? They should do that. But it would be much harder to actually make that on the sprite than to go ahead and change it for her, to update the whole sprite instead of just the portrait. It's more like overcoming trauma, I think is the idea here. That Ritsuka just before was all super edgelord, cringe, I want to murder them all, get revenge kind of, and then it's sort of like, I won't let it destroy me. Even if you're going after whodunit, you're not going to let it turn you into a monster. That's the idea. Morning. Morning. Do we even see our uniform? I don't think I remember seeing it. So, did you get any sleep? I did. Good. Alright, let's get to school, yeah? Beep, boop. Beep, boop. Oh yeah, the street light. I can't say I'm surprised. Gorgon didn't stick around, but I wish at least Hessian and Lobo had. Why would they? It'd make things so much easier, especially if we have to deal with another outdoor fight. Then again, I guess they wouldn't be much help if we had to fight indoors. Lobo can run on walls, though. Oh, but he's also really big. I wonder where Dante's could be. Oh, not the shadow one, the masked one. Yeah. I don't know, but something tells me we'll be seeing him soon. Yeah, I agree. I can't say for sure, but I have a hunch we're gonna hear that last trumpet before tomorrow's over. But he's letting us go to school first, because nothing's more important to the Japanese than attending class. Even when the world is at danger. Okay, there's the portrait. That looked cute. I like that. I like that. I want to talk to her, but I don't know what to say. I managed okay last time, but now that it's been a whole day, I don't even know where to begin. When it comes to games, I'm only limited to Pokemon and Mario games, you know, Nintendo Switch too. Well, you definitely should try Xenoblade then. The Xenoblade games are phenomenal. Although I was just talking about at the beginning of this stream how apparently the 4K Switch 2 upgrade for Xenoblade Chronicles X is really shabby and not even as good as if you just downloaded it your own emulator and pump that up to 4K internal resolution. It's like a bunch of weird upscale filters that don't take into account the low resolution and anti-aliasing. I want to say I have no idea what you're talking about, but honestly, I feel the same way. It's like I get all self-conscious, and that makes things awkward, and then you've got little ukulele here who doesn't mind at all a bit of awkward tension and just smiles through it. He's like, oh, you want to murder? You want to kill me? That's fine. But just pay attention. Make sure that the murder is something that comes from inside your soul that you really want to. And then I'll let you kill me. He's so weird. He's so weird. I know how you feel. It's only been a day or so. And yet you have no idea what to say, which just makes everything more awkward. Skyrim is on the Switch too. That seems weird. You'd think by now Skyrim could totally run on a Switch 2 with like native hardware, no upscaling. It's just like running into other kids the same age as you in the rural neighborhood when you visit your grandparents during summer break. I have no fucking clue what that would be like. Amatsuka-senpai! Actually, all my grandparents live here in Tokyo too, so mine do too. Blech! No way! Well then, I suppose I have no more to say. That was a joke, of course. What I'm trying to say is, there's nothing to worry about. You're getting yourselves worked up over nothing. Deep in your heart, you care for your friend. What else could matter? Oh, wait a second. I forgot. Oh, good. It's all left the way I set it up last time. Alright. Oh, ah! Don't do that. My speaker, or microphone, fell over. So if you want to talk to her, don't think twice about it. Or do. Follow your hearts, wherever they may lead. Follow your nose! Even if, say, we're no more than shadows cast by someone else altogether, or just a transient dream, you are way too self-aware. Shut the fuck up. Whatever she sees, that's her reality. So how are you having this conversation if she can't see you? And that's just as true for all of us. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think I kind of get it. You're saying we should just stop worrying, summon up our courage, and go for it, right? Right, I'll do my best. Come on, Ricardo, let's go. It's insane that we gotta look at the school uniform from this chapter only in materials books and not as a mystic code. Oh, the material books, right. I can't believe they just continue publishing them. Nasu's like, ha! We'll make a game and then we'll leave out critical lore details and tidbits and all sorts of stuff that we could have put in the game, but we'll sell them as books to all the super simps who want to follow every piece, and then the rest of the world will see it when they upload the data of those material books online. Check it out, Master. I was wondering why we didn't see them on the way here. Looks like Himiko and Ricardo got to school before us today. Oh! Morning! Well, that sure didn't last, but I get it, Himiko. I do. Don't worry, I'll take it from here. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Oruta. Morning. Is Himiko okay? Morning, everything okay, Himiko? Thank goodness my sacrifice wasn't for nothing. Do I like chocolate milk? I do. I do. I feel like it's easy to go overboard on it, though. At least for me. Like, make myself sick from drinking too much of it. But I do like it when I drink it. Oh, you just texted me the material book stuff right there. That's cute. That's cute. Again, I prefer Sadafuku any day, but that's a whole different thing. Have you seen the atrocious DLSS 5 announcement trailer? I did not see the announcement trailer. No. I've just seen a bunch of memes, and without the proper context, the memes haven't really landed for me yet. It's just an upscale filter, right? Isn't that what people are talking about? Like an AI upscale algorithm? Are you feeling better today, Sarah? You look good. I always look good. I had a real breakfast today, so... Oh, I'm glad to hear that. You see, Himiko, this is why you really ought to stop skipping breakfast yourself. I heard it actually makes you gain weight. Skipping? Yeah, I know. You didn't really miss much of anything, no. Also, in 2 days, there's supposed to be a UFO table announcement or event about the Mahoya movie. Oh, yeah. It's like having an image generation AI on top of your games. I mean... I'm curious about that, because... I don't know if that's really image like, it's different kinds of things. Like, upscaling is a very specific type of AI from, like, what's normally generating an image. Like Stable Diffusion or something like that. And that technology has existed kind of a lot for a while now. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like having generative AI on it. Normally, anyway. This might be different, but... yeah. Whoa, wait, did you just call me fat? No, I didn't. I mean, I guess I might have implied you could end up that way, but I didn't mean it like that. Hey, come on, don't bring your phone into this. You're scaring me. Don't worry, I'm just gonna vent to my 20,000 subscribers around the country. They don't know who I am. I keep all my info private, and I use an avatar I made myself. Then why would you post about your IRL shit? It'll be fine. You live stream, and you have that many subscribers? Well, guess you know what you're doing when you graduate. Huh? Oh, you mean my ideal career path? I don't know. I actually have a lot of different interests. Sure, I like live streaming and doing doujin stuff, but I'm totally open to going to college, too. What's a doujin? Are you serious? Me, I'm just gonna get a job right out of high school. Well, I'll probably end up taking over the family business. My parents have been on my case about going to college, though. But these days, how much does it even matter, you know? Career path? Oh, right, I just remembered. What's significant about them running demos on the 5090s? Are you trying to say that most people won't have those? They gave us that survey last week. We're supposed to turn it in tomorrow, right? That's right. Did you figure out what you were putting on yours, Oduta? Yeah, I came up with something. I've got Oduta's memories, so I can see her top choice was culinary school. I'm guessing she's keeping the fact that she likes to cook a secret from these guys. So, she likes to cook, huh? How about you, Sarah? Did you come up with something for yours? Yeah, I did, though I think it's a little unusual. There's somewhere I have to reach, no matter what. Hey, puppy. They needed two 5090s to run the thing. If you had two 5090s, then you wouldn't need upscaling. You could just run it native. Like, you could crank any game you wanted up to, like, the maximum specs, so you wouldn't have to worry. But they might be bragging about going even beyond that, I guess. But I'd have to see the trailer and why people are, you know, mocking it. Does it not look good? Or is it just ridiculous in theory? I don't know. So that's where I'm going first. Huh? So, once you've gotten there, what then? Then, I don't know. I can't think that far ahead yet, but I'm going to think about it. I will. You still remember the sequence in Hollow Ataraxia where Taiga made Shiro fill out that future job survey? Yeah. Gotcha. Well, I don't really know what you're talking about, but whatever it is, you should go for it. I'm gonna be a traveling mercenary that saves people. A hero of justice out in the middle of the desert and shit. Like it or not, tomorrow's coming. Only so many times you can put this off between now and then, yeah? Wait, are you talking about deadlines? See, the problem is everyone uses that term AI slob, but I don't think they know what the hell they're talking about. A lot of people, though, anyway. It depends. Because there's a lot of stuff done with AI that looks quite good. And then there's stuff that's pretty low effort and just looks like you just typed in some basic prompts and didn't try to customize it at all. And maybe that's like slob. What is my dog's name? It is a female Welsh Corgi mix named Kana. She is 13 years old and still just as cute as when she was a puppy. No? Come on, you still haven't even told me what a doujin is. Never mind, just forget I said anything. It never happened, okay? I like to draw off male characters, sticking it in each other's butts. That's what she means. We know that's what she means. The Fujo. Random facial expressions. No idea what you're talking about. But yeah, I'll take a look at that. I'm curious to see what you're referring to firsthand, just after the stream, I suppose. Ah. In this moment, all I can see are young, vibrant lives going about their day. As you take the sight in, I can't help but think, stop jumping between you and I. Wouldn't a better use of AI tech be to upscale and enhance the assets instead of rendering them in real time? I mean, theoretically, yeah. If it's literally redrawing every frame of your game as it's being generated by the game, and then overlaying that instead of the actual game's footage, that sounds pretty incredible and as far as like a power technology, which is why 25090s would be like absolutely redonkulous. And yeah, at that point, if it just looks like the more basic stuff you could spit out of an AI, like hyper smooth, hyper, I guess, like shiny stuff, then yeah, I could see you saying, you know, that it looks like slop. At least, yeah. But it's funny, as far as AI is concerned, a lot of people are like, AI sucks, that looks terrible. But you can only say, that looks terrible for so long until it looks actually genuinely really good. Because essentially what you're saying that looks bad is all the stuff the AI trained on. It ultimately is just remixing existing artists' work. So to a certain extent, you're kind of saying all those artists suck. At least when it does a really, really good job, or it starts to be really, really authentic looking. And it's becoming more and more so, to the point where artists are like, oh my god, I'm afraid that other people are going to think my art looks like AI and I'm going to get run out of town because of it. And it's sort of like, that is so ironic, because the only reason the AI looks like that is because it was copying other people's stuff and you're just copying someone else's existing style. You know, like drawing an anime character or whatever. Everyone starts using similar techniques after a while. You know, a lot of them do. Well, you're right. I would much prefer to see them just pretend conversing to get the idea across than having to read every conversation again with extra padded dialogue. If that could cut me through a couple of conversations, I'd love that. But yeah, no, so basically the AI witch hunt is hurting artists who are trying to fight against AI. Like, eventually, when people start looking at AI and not hating it immediately, that'll actually be better for artists, because then they can just do whatever the hell they want and not have to worry about that particular dilemma. Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. She should be standing beside you, smiling that shy smile of hers. But her life has been extinguished. It's never. Good morning, Sarah. In my capacity as an ordinary human from this world, rather than a heroic spirit fighting for humanity, I have a little something I managed to get my hands on for you. A phone? Finally. Someone's got to get you one. It belonged to her. Oh. I'm quite sure that's you and her wallpaper. Did you break her password? For whatever it's worth, I think she would have wanted you to have this. Kyria, yes? She was a lovely girl. Yeah. Interesting. Sony Xperia phone? Maybe. Her father's study, huh? Oh yeah, we never went in there. Something's not right here. His wife and daughter are dead, but he still hasn't so much as shown his face. Oh yeah. There was supposed to be a father in this whole story. You know what? This is feeling like Attack on Titan. If they've got a sealed room in the house you're not supposed to go in, then you know damn well that there's something mighty sus in it. And no one seems to think anything strange about that, either. Now that's quite a trick. What a twist! No, wait, I guess he has shown his face, hasn't he? He has? Don't tell me you're the daddy-o. Hey there, Count of Monte Cristo. Long time no see. He was just there the whole time in the house. Well, okay, Salieri. No wonder. No wonder, Salieri. There we go. So, another day of school ends and still no sign of him. He could have at least blown that last trumpet to get us out of trash duty. Also, why isn't the school's incinerator working? This is burnable trash, right? So why not just burn it already? Frickin' laws, man. Such a pain. Yeah, that's it. That would work out great. If the incinerator were working, we could just blame any mess we ended up making on it going nuts or something. That way, I could burn whatever I want. I could just burn your ass at full power and not have to worry. Oh, you came out. You've got guts, I'll give you that much. But you're really underestimating me. I'm plenty strong on my own. Something funny about that? Forgive me, Kagekiyo said something similar. I just couldn't help myself. Huh? Does that mean he already beat Kagekiyo? No, that can't be right. He couldn't take Kagekiyo alone without a scratch. Is he just making stuff up here? But I've never known this punk to be a liar. You hardly know him at all, man. I don't get it. This is creeping me out. What's going on? Why is he letting me see his face now? Are we really seeing his face? He still has a mask. I've already met with Kagekiyo and Salieri. You're the last one, Jeanne d'Arc Altar of Chaldea. I'm finally ready to tell you, all of you, the whole truth. Well, that's nice. Well, that's nice. Tell me. Yeah, that is a pretty crazy family tree. The dad's French, the mom's Italian, and the aunt is Scottish. You enter your room and see two things you don't recognize on the desk. One is a completely blank envelope, the other is a note attached to it. The note was clearly written by someone unfamiliar with the language. It says, Salieri gave me a letter for you. I didn't read it. Hassan. Could have just told me himself. He's not there anymore. He got murdered or something. Who knows? You open the envelope and begin reading Salieri's letter. It says, Master Sarah, with the 7th and final trial so close at hand, I'm terribly sorry that I must communicate with you in this way. Forgive me. A set of extenuating circumstances has arisen, though I cannot discuss the particulars in any detail. And I'm sorry to say that I must leave this place. Why? Why? I will be unable to join you as you attempt the 7th trial. The same is regrettably true of Kagekiyo as well. Good luck, and may the future yet hold many joyous melodies for you. Okay. Where the fuck did you go? I will not say much. There is no need. I asked Salieri to do so as well, but please give Master my regards. Screw you! You want to bail before the battle's over? You can tell Master yourself. That's not the kind of message you get someone else to pass on. Yes, I know. You are right, of course, but I have my reasons. I have made my decision, as has Salieri. There is nothing more we can... curses! This is frustrating beyond words! To think that I, of all people, would run from a battlefield. Goodbye. I truly hate that I must do this. No kidding, huh? I hate that you're doing this too. Who you gonna call? Hi, sorry for calling so late. My name's Oruta. Can I speak to Sarah, please? Yes, that's right. Sorry, my nose is so stuffy today. We're in the same class. Salieri's gone! He said he and Kagekiyo were both leaving. Yeah, I know. So they told you about it too, huh? Guess that makes sense. But I'm guessing they didn't actually bother explaining anything to you either, yeah? Guessing you've been trying to reach out telepathically, but they aren't responding. Yeah. That tracks. Okay, guess we should talk in person then. But I'm not liking the vibe at school right now, so... Hey, you went on a date with Marie once, right? You went to Odaiba, I think? Yeah, let's go with that then. Besides, I'm still a little pissed she got one over on me there. Anyway, you're gonna play hooky tomorrow, got it? Sorry, what are we going with? Come on, you know. I'm saying we should do the same thing. Anyway, don't be late or I'll light you on fire. Well, okay, I won't do that, but I will be pissed. Got it? You hear me? I said got it? Date with Jalter. Hells to the yeah. She is indeed very, very cute. Still in her uniform. You should dress up in your Shinjuku garb. That would be dope. Hi, Jean Alter. Oh, you're here, Master. Good timing, I just got here myself. So, about Salieri and Kagekiyo. Oh, right. Kagekiyo gave me a message for you. Something about how there wasn't much to say and to give you their regards. Told them to tell you themselves, but obviously that didn't matter much. Ugh. This is so sudden. I wonder if this means they went back to Chaldea. Alter? Good question. I don't know for sure either. Salieri's letter did mention extenuating circumstances. I see. Well, if that's what he said, then there's gotta be something to it. Man, I must sound like an idiot now. Okay, I don't want to let you down, so I'm just gonna say this. I don't think I'll be able to give you any good answers. I'm not telling you not to ask me anything. I just mean that whatever I can give you any good answers depends on the question. Say, whether I can. So you know about the circumstances too, huh? Well, yeah, they affect all of us. Huh? What do you mean by it? Okay, that's enough. Stop right there. It's not fair if you're the only one asking the questions here, right? So you gotta let me ask some too. So, this is where you came before, right? You know, when you went on that date with Marie? I was keeping an eye on you from a distance then, but we didn't know she was an enemy yet. So I was so focused on keeping watch that I didn't really get to take in any of the sights. How about you? Did you, enjoy the date? If that had been the real Marie, it'd probably have been pretty fun. But since she was an alter and a phony, you were probably on pins and needles the whole time, right? Right? Honestly, I don't remember too much of it. Yeah? Yeah, that tracks. Okay then, here's an idea. Since we're here now and this place feels like home to you, how about we act your age for once? And just have a date that really is for fun. Nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, personally, I could go either way. But well, Orita might not like it, right? At least that's what I think. So, if you insist, I guess I could bring myself. I guess I could go on a date with you if you want. So what do you think? The Dragon Witch's voice trails off. I don't know what she really means. But you do know one thing. She's saying all this now, with the final trial still ahead. And 2 of your companions missing. Alter? Yeah. I don't have much dating experience, but if that's okay. Yes, she's very much tuning the hell out. Whoa! So this is what it looks like on the inside. So they made what looks like a whole European town in here. Huh. There's even a fake sky. What a weird idea. Do modern people like that kind of stuff? That's so silly. Huh? That's not very nice. I mean, I wasn't mocking them or anything. Oh, but I guess it might have sounded that way, huh? Well, I didn't mean it like that, okay? Oh look, gelato! We're gonna get some gelato. A date. We've spent time alone before, but never like this. I've been to my share of singularities. Never thought I'd find myself on a date in Odaiba, though. The first time I met her, we were enemies. When I was the Dragon Witch. Okay, now we're still talking from her perspective. I probably didn't see anything more in her than somebody else to burn. She would have been nothing more to me than a tiny bump along my path back then. And now here we are, on a date in Odaiba? Of course, I never imagined anything like this. I really didn't, at least not at first. But lately... Yeah, the truth is, I have started imagining it lately. A little, anyway. Sometimes I'd come across some stylish modern digital magazines in Chaldea's database. And I'd imagine visiting those enticing places myself. Hell, you could probably say I fantasized about them. Odaiba definitely made the list. But... So, how's your gelato? Good? Mine? It's okay, I guess. It's pretty sweet. And cold, but, you know, mostly sweet. What flavor? Nah, this is hopeless. Honestly, I'm so out of my depth. It's all I can do to just act normal. I don't even know what I'm eating right now. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, maybe it has no flavor at all. I have no idea. I only said it was good because you asked me how it was. I've read tons of magazines and I've played the situation out in my mind so many times. But it was all for nothing. I thought I knew the trends. I thought I had a plan, but nothing's working. I have no clue how to make this a proper date. Catch you later. Am I doing okay? Do I seem like a girl having fun on a date? Am I acting like a modern girl should? I was gonna say schoolgirl, I don't know where that came from. This is so freaking hard. I'd almost rather be fighting. At least I know what the hell I'm doing on a battlefield. I know exactly how to burn our enemies, cut them down, kill them. I know what I have to do to make sure you win. There, I'd never second-guess myself, but here? It's no use. I have no idea what to do with myself. I don't know the first thing about any of this date stuff. Still, I think being here with you, things like eating gelato with you, looking at makeup with you, fighting monsters at your side till we're covered in blood, staring at your face when you smile shyly. One of those is not like the other. I think I love everything about it. All of it. It's already evening? That doesn't seem right. I swear we only just got here. Guess time really does fly when you're having fun, huh? Hey, you remember Shinjuku? Hells yeah, I do. Specifically, you know, when we, danced before you went back to Chaldea? Of course I do. Me too, partly because I sometimes look at the record of that, but also because Avengers never forget anything. Still, when I'm not wearing that dress, it kind of feels like it was all a dream. So, well, I guess that's just an excuse. I do feel kind of bad stealing a march on the others. But a little won't hurt, will it? Master, would you dance with me again? You lead, of course. Okay. Dancing with Jalter. It's such a wonderful thing. Ooh, CG. Ooh, CG. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen this before, but it's very pretty. Wow. I think you've gotten better at this. Yeah, you definitely have. Have I watched Sakura? Yes, I have watched Sakura Wars. Back in the day. Dun 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 dun. Who else have you been dancing with? Technically Mashu and Artoria if we're going by the minigame. Relax, I'm just kidding. I can't believe we don't have like a standalone version of that we can still play. Like, it doesn't work on my tablet anymore, even though I still had the install file and everything. Not the install file, but the app data and all that. Oh, I tapped the fucking cable one little bit. Damn it, I'm not trying. Alright, let's see if I can rig this so I don't keep tripping the frickin' cable. How about if we go up and over? Up and over. Does that look okay? I still hear audio. Let me know if the music cuts out. I've gotten used to it too, you know. I can get in close without my heart pounding and everything. And see how much better my steps are? I've been practicing. Huh? Does that mean my heart was pounding last time? Of course it wasn't, you big jerk. Jerk. Baka. You know, until just now, I used to think Cinderella was incredibly strong. After a life of servitude, she finally finds a charming prince to dance with, then even marries him. But the thing about that ball is, it can only go on for so long. Now I'm living it, and I can finally see how hard it is. Because you know that no matter how much fun you're having now, it has to end. Outside of Mashu and Jalter, which servant would say is the closest to being Ritsuka's canon main heroine? I don't know if there is one based on that. These are probably the closest we've ever seen. Although Mashu absolutely takes the cake. Jean Alter. Master, I'm sorry. I have to go too. I can't help you anymore. Can I at least ask why? If I had to give some kind of answer, I'd say it's because of our spirit origins. Or maybe our souls? So it's because you're Avengers? Huh? You can tell? I don't understand the logic at all. But seeing how Salieri and Kagekyo left, and how you're leaving too, well, the only thing you have in common is being Avengers. Yeah, pretty much. After hearing what he had to say, well, you can't come with me anymore. I'm sorry. It better make sense soon. She never did say goodbye. One moment she was there, next she was gone. Shortly after, as you stand there watching the sun fade into the horizon, an unmistakable sound splits the air. Of course. Of course, he was just waiting for that. Maybe we'll find something out soon. And now we have no servants except for one assassin who I'm assuming is gone too. The sound blares out across the dark red sky. The sound of the final trumpet signaling the end. Yeah, Da Vinci seems like the kind that looks over Ritsuka, you know, as like a mother, that kind of thing, so I've never really seen that as a romantic tension. Dojins promote some pretty interesting combos. There's some really good Yuri with Ritsuka and Quetzalcoatl. Is it like the Dark Hour again? But now, there's a void in the sky! Across all of Tokyo. Headed home, see you soon. It's over 10 million residents suddenly vanished, leaving only silence in their wake. Not a living person remained to be seen. Neither did anything take their place. I never really felt much of a romantic connection with Castoria, though. Like, I get it, but I don't think it's enough. Dead silence has seldom been a more applicable term. And yet you also know for certain that she's out there, somewhere waiting for you. He is, sorry. I am the edgiest of edgelords. The 7th trial emerges. The flame of love and hate, Monte Cristo. Do you like Subway sandwiches? Yes. I do. It feels like you take a little under 3 hours to get back to your neighborhood. Damn. Guess there's no buses for you. It could have been twice that. All you're sure of is that it wasn't quick. With all the clocks stopped, it's impossible to know how much time has really passed. Cars, trains, every moving thing around you is stopped. Oh yeah, there is Morgan, wife, husband, whatnot, so that's pretty good. No sounds of conversation disturb the city. Your breathing is the only sound to be heard. You try calling out to your shadow, but there's no response. There you are, you're late. It's also weird reading all those Valentine's event scenes because some of them, especially the earlier servants, only got like a couple of minutes. They're so short, those scenes. And then some of the newer characters have these extremely elaborate, overwritten, padded out versions. It's pretty unfair. Hey, I had to walk here from Odaiba. Why are you dressed like that? The point is, what point is there in wearing modern clothing when there's no one else around? When I'm home, I strip naked. Are you alone? Where's Jean Alter and Salieri? It's just me. I guess Kagekiyo isn't with you then either. I'm not surprised. You must have noticed it as well. Every servant we've seen here has been an Avenger. I'm the only exception, since humanity itself summoned me. Fine, I suppose Cagliostro's an exception too. At any rate, it seems like Avengers play some kind of role in this strange singularity. At least it seems that way to me. But seeing as this is the last trial, you can ask the leader of all this for yourself. We're about to meet. Let's go! Oh, you're still here too. Welcome home. I've been waiting for you to return. Jeez, you scared me. Naturally, I asked Sir Hassan there to go fetch you, while I waited here in front of your house. I believe the shadow at your feet aided with transport for all but the third and fourth trials. But for this one, he's not responding right now. Indeed. I thought it'd be best that I show you the way to your foe instead. Please follow me. But that's my house. That it is. Huh? You're not wrong. I didn't realize it before now either. Cagliostro is right. He said he found out while he was pretending to be the third trial. The one behind all of this is in your house. The whole time? God, how do you hide someone in a Japanese house? It's so tiny. Oh, right. The study. That's right, your father's study. The one that nobody is supposed to go near. There's a perception blocker protecting it that even works on heroic spirits. To be fair, though, I do really love the concept that the big evil bad guy has been there the whole time, just out of reach, just out of notice. It's really phenomenal how that's done twice, in fact, in Persona 4, which is one of the reasons I really love that game. One, with finding out who the killer is, and two, the whole gas station attendant nonsense, which is really cool. I also like that concept in Parasite Eve, where the true final boss can only be done on a New Game Plus by going up the Chrysler building and you find, like, your sister or whatever. I think, yeah, whatever. It was like the true Eve. It's a powerful spell. If he hadn't pointed it out to me, I'd never have noticed. So the Masked Count has been here all along? In one sense, yes. In another, no. Who's your favorite hero protagonist? What do you mean by that? Just to clarify, by hero, just any good guy? In one sense, yes. In another, no. It'll be faster if you see for yourself. Here, let me get the door. No, you have to, because the Chrysler building does not show up until you do New Game Plus. It doesn't show up the first time around. It's not a location you can visit. But after you've done one playthrough, it shows up on all subsequent ones. And you can keep rebeating the normal game over and over and over to like buff yourself up and get super strong for the Chrysler building. Welcome to the heart of the singularity, so to speak. This right here is the entrance to its furthest reaches. I never would have thought that this study was in our humble Japanese house. It looks completely different. It is also a quiet room, completely isolated from the outside world and completely shielded from any means of perception. Any protagonist in an action setting, Inuyasha, Goku, Yusuke, Sailor Moon, Ash Ketchum, etc. Let me see here. I mean, my favorite characters are my favorite waifus. It overlaps. So there's Artoria, Mordred. I absolutely adore Velvet from Tales of Berseria, Matoi Ryuko from Kill la Kill, Alyssa from God Eater. Those are definitely some of my top picks. Ushi Wakamaru, she's wonderful as well. Kei and Yuri from Dirty Pair. I adore them. They're pretty badass. It is also a quiet room, completely isolated from the outside world, and completely shielded from any means of perception. Those are your favorites? It is this very study that enabled the masked Count of Monte Cristo to conceal his whereabouts these past 6 days. Well, defeating the final boss in Parasite Eve takes you to the credits and immediately takes you to saving your save file and reloading it as a New Game Plus. There's no, like, opportunity to remain at the hub world in that game. You're playing God Eater Resurrection and you're liking Soma? Yeah. I love that game. I very much do. So when my family and Kyrie were killed, I live-streamed the normal ending of Parasite Eve on this channel for y'all a while back. So that is there somewhere in the archives. This place is why Salieri didn't notice anything wrong. Yeah, this room is why. Its perception blocking extends to the entire house. Maybe I would have noticed it if it hadn't been my spirit form while... if I hadn't been in my spirit form while guiding your aunt. What do you mean you've been doing the game wrong? It's not like you can permanently fuck yourself. It's just a matter of getting a good set of gear to hold you through the next couple of missions and then get even better gear and better gear. That's all you do. You just kind of rinse and repeat. Fighting the right monsters, getting enough of the random fucking loot drops to make your next weapon and kick butt. Or maybe Jean Alter or Kagekiyo would have noticed if they'd ever come inside. Jean Alter never did come inside the house. That was weird. I've been in this house the whole time, and yet... Yes, it is a true tragedy. It strikes me as an act undertaken purely out of malice. Give me your hand, Sarah. Don't look so surprised. It's for a temporary contract. September Shadow mission. I don't know what that is, based on that name alone. But if you told me in relation to where you are in the story, that might help. If you want a game where you get bricked by making a mistake on your build, try Path of Exile. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. The one you have to fight 2 Yaksha and a Ravana with just Kota backing you up. Ah, I see. Honestly, one of the most important things in that game is building your bullet, and there are some bullets that just absolutely annihilate the fucking enemy. It depends. If you have a good bullet setup, you can fuck them up so bad. Hello, NekoCat. Welcome back. The final trial is almost here. We can't afford to be picky. I appreciate it, but does this mean I passed? Honestly, I still don't know. You are a little shit. I still get the sense you don't understand the responsibility of being humanity's last master. But, at the same time, I can't deny that you're stepping up when you have to. For one thing, you didn't even flinch when you were up against Divine Spirit level threats, so for now, that's good enough. Now come on. There. You are now my temporary master. I can finally fight at full strength. I may not be as strong as the extra classes, who skew heavily toward offense. I don't know. Again, one of my earliest videos on this channel was a Let's Play of God Eater. It was mostly to watch and react to the cutscenes, but I did show a little bit of combat here and there. And, yeah, if you see whatever bullet setup I had for that, it was freaking ridiculous. I may not be as strong as the extra classes, who skew heavily toward offense. But I can still be useful in my own right. Not that it seems I'll get many chances to prove it. Thanks, Hassan. Yeah. What a heartwarming sight. Sorry. How wonderful. The only thing that could make it better would be if you were to form a temporary contract with me as well. But I understand that's asking a bit too much. Now then, let us be on our way. The darkness awaits. Well, the thing is, you need to do a lot of hack and slash to charge up your bullet power. So it's a series of slice, yay, my bullet's ready, go, boom! And my bullet is like a giant kaboom that fucks them all up in one big go and costs a lot of ammo. So then I go right back to slashing, back and forth and back and forth. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still very much melee focused, absolutely. And that is my favorite part. The darkness awaits. But in general, God Eater's the kind of game you just gotta get used to, like, getting your ass handed to you. Like, even when you're doing really well, your character's getting knocked around and beaten up a lot. Like, that's just how it is. I don't remember which one a Ravana is. Like, what type of creature is that? What does it look like? Beyond the old-fashioned study, which seemed rather out of place in a modern suburban house, lay darkness. Endless darkness. Darkness so deep it almost felt as though it was swallowing even your sense of balance. Looking down, you see beneath you a yawning, pitch-black vortex, its bottom lost to darkness. More like Monster Hunter than Soulsborne, where you're not, like, failing every single mission, or dying, per se, because it's really based around characters, like, reviving you and all that jazz. Well, aren't the items in that game, like, you can only carry so many with you max per mission anyway? So, it's not like you can't stock up. Four-legged monster with a visor on the face and has a giant cannon on its back. Huh. I think I know what you're talking about. I still prefer God Eater 1 is my favorite one, but they all have their own pros and cons for sure. See, that's not helping. Let me look it up. I want to take a look at a picture. Ravana God Eater. Oh. I don't see the cannon. Oh, sorry, I had to click on the picture. I had to click on the article. No, I see that guy. Okay, so he's only in the second half, God Eater Burst. I'm not surprised. Yeah. I don't remember him being a particularly difficult enemy. Not saying that it isn't, it's just I don't have a memory of struggling with it. Ah. That's deep. How am I supposed to say that? That is the Collimacan Noir? The Black Spiral. Or at least that's what I call it. Pfft, you just made that shit up, didn't you? And somewhere on that seemingly endless spiral, we will find the Count. Don't worry, it may be long, but that's all. Sooner or later, we will find him. So we must watch our step as we go. Enemies incoming. Do be careful, Sarah. There they are. The toxic flames of love and hate, I must say. Yes, it's true. One of the best things you can try and do is isolate the enemies with their aggro and hope the other one doesn't find you while you're beating the shit out of the other one. It's usually a pretty funny balance. The other thing in God Eater Resurrection, if I recall, is an important part of the combat is like kind of not really a combo, but building up a certain like special gauge type sort of thing. Can't remember what kind of gauge it was, but it had you build it up and then utilize most of that when you most need it. What was that? Okay. They are as hideous as ever. Ah. Oh. I didn't know I was like one tap away from combat. You do not get anything special by doing missions solo. No, not at all. Cannot be selected? That's fine. That's fine. We'll just swap you out with somebody else. Squirtoria. Actually, no, let's do regular Artoria. Whee! The King of Knights! I found this a little comical. The enemies still have resistance to non-Avengers, and Avengers still have a damage mod even though we can't use them. I'm not surprised. They just told us, you're not allowed. But this just returns me to my basic setup that I use all the time. Just a looping bikini babe, and it gets the job done. Phew. It's like giving steroids to your pit bull so they can rip and tear everything. I wouldn't give steroids to a dog, but... Bruh. Hey! Who said you could take away my noble fantasy? You asswipe. How dare you? How dare you? It's literally... Oh, and then no freaking blues for my bus? Yeah. For Musashi? Wasting all my fucking time for another turn. I won't have any buffs for this next one. You bitch!
アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいですか？最果ての島、罪の都、最後の竜は我が胸に。集え、円卓の守護者たち、ラウンド・オブ・アバロン。
The game clearly seems to be catching on. A little bit. Although, that would be an inconvenience no matter what strategy I have, because everyone needs NP, yeah? So, those fire creatures were the masked Count of Monte Cristo's minions? Given their temperament, yes, I believe so. Is something wrong, Master of Chaldea? It's hard to perform simple summons again. Trouble with your simple summons, I take it? That's literally what I just said. Well, here we are, about to fight the last battle of the Singularity, and yet... It seems Lady Jeanne Alter, Sir Salieri, Lady Kagekiyo have deserted you. I must say, never could I have imagined it coming to this. I'm sure you'd known some of them for quite some time. Well, you needn't worry. It'll take more than the honeyed words of our enemy's leader to sway my allegiance. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool heroic spirit of humanity, after all. I can't speak for Hassan over there, however. Shut up. Thanks, you two. Anyway, I'll just have to deal with it the best I can. Let's go see him. Weird faces. In an instant, the Count rushes towards you. Excuse me? Bruh. His gentle smile never faltering. Okay. He's moving fast. Too fast for you to react. It doesn't matter that you had been on your guard. Before you can breathe, before you can even blink, he begins to fill your field of view, his expression unchanging. His sword pointed straight at your heart. Oh, no, you don't. Heroic spirit of humanity. Alas, alas, I regret to inform you that this one was a fake. How unfortunate. What? What? Somebody still got stabbed. It's a sword. He killed me with a sword, Mal. A sword sliding into your chest. Ah, I know what this is. This is the sword that has stolen countless lives. The tip is about to pierce your heart, you can tell. The aim is perfect. Your Mystic Code's defenses were no match. Hassan of the Shining Star is too late to stop it. Your life begins to slip away. With every beat of your heart, more lifeblood spills from your wound. I'm not sure what they're referring to yet. How truly unfortunate. I am not what I claimed. The Count of Monte Cristo did not bring me here as a trial. Nor did I materialize here to help you, a heroic spirit on the side of humanity. I am a foreign disciple, which, yeah, we knew. But my ambitions cannot be confined to a mere alter ego. I am a natural-born pretender. For me, there can be no other spirit origin. There are none better when it comes to the double or even triple cross. And now your life is mine. Oh, wow, shocker. Yep, pretty much. Whoa. The map has changed. Bloop. The Black Spiral. The Count. Cagliostro, you bastard! And that's 3. You're the third one of his cherished companions I've laid to rest. What are you talking about? Do you know how I knew of the relationship between the Count of Monte Cristo and the Death Storm King? No, for that matter. Do you know why the Death Storm King was one of the trials to begin with? It was me! It was always me! I killed his loved ones with my own hands. My compatriots devoured his young attendants. That's right, Mega Man. Doing some analysis in the radar room so we can stop Dr. Wowie. I am neither the enemy of humanity nor of the foreign god. My only enemy is the Count of Monte Cristo. Trials, humanity, Ordeal Call? None of that matters to me. Master of Chaldea, you are the Count of Monte Cristo's sole remaining target. Regret. What's more, your soul remains undaunted in the face of your efforts to resist that great organization. All the conditions are in place for you to meet your death at my hands. So yes, unfortunate though it is, the best thing for you is to die a miserable death. You didn't even try to hide it. And I thought I was careful enough. But damn, this really hurts a lot. Ow! And sorry to disappoint, looks like I'm not dead just yet. I'm not dead yet. I'm happy. Ah, my apologies. I was certain I had pierced your heart, but yes, it seems you're still here. It is that accursed mystic code you're wearing? You're prepared for anything, as befits the last master of humanity? Well, I suppose it is all a matter of perspective. This could be quite amusing as well. Yes, that's it. This would all be so dreadfully dull if you never had a chance to resist in at least some way. Since you managed to defeat the Death Storm King I took the trouble to make, by all means, do your best. Fight back until the last drop of blood, your very last breath, has left you. Meanwhile, I'll enjoy the show from the comfort of my front row seat as you pitifully wear yourself down. Yeah, I don't think so. Reach out to the shadow at your feet. Enough! You're going to die, and that's that! Oh no, you don't! And that's the last time I'm saying that! Sarah, if you're planning on surviving this, do whatever you can to save yourself. I'm not going to be able to heal your wounds again. You fight as fiercely as any heroic spirit of humanity, Hassan of the Shining Star. So you're why she still lives, even after I pierced her heart. You're no more than the Count of Monte Cristo's dog, loping about, tongue-lolling. I swear, whatever the era, he always has a lackey to do his work for him. I'm nobody's lackey, I just have a job to do. And the job's not done unless it's done properly. As the two servants' blades clash in a deadly dance, you slowly let out a breath and notice a trickle of red on your lips. Oh no! Pain, dizziness. Every breath, every beat of your heart fills your chest with fresh agony. You feel your core temperature drop precipitously. Your fingertips are already numb. You're no longer sure whether you're sitting or standing. But You're definitely not dead yet. Not dead yet? You're still alive. You can still fight. So you plunge your right hand into the ground. No, not the ground. The shadow by your feet. You already said that. Just as the silver-haired girl did before, you reach out to the shadow, hiding at your feet. And pull like your life depends on it. Get the fuck out of here! Stop hiding! Get over here! Use a command spell. At least it's the final trial, yeah? Come to me, Avenger! So wait, does that mean Cagliostro? No, he hasn't been pretending to be the masked Dantes. Rather, Dantes was trying to do something completely different, and he's just been being a bastard throughout it. You touch the shadow and grab hold of something that lies beyond it. It's my penis. A blade, a guillotine, the embodiment of wrath and fury. A heavy, heavy blade that was swung in the name of love and hate. A single petal from a lily that belonged to a queen who overflowed with rage. It seems as if the black shadow is torn apart from the inside out until its place stands. In its place stands. Who could this be? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, actually. A black lily, the very embodiment of love and fury. A jet black weapon wielded on a raging battlefield. What's more, you know exactly who it belongs to. Is it Creamhild? You part your lips and call out the true name of the spirit origin taking shape before you. Oh, you're coming back? Oh, okay, fine. Marie Antoinette Altar! It does look like a guillotine. I should have known. Should have known better. I just didn't think they'd bring her back again, but this is like the real Marie Antoinette Altar as opposed to the enemy one that we fought just before. I don't know. You, enemy of the royal family, how dare you set me up like that? Blech. What the? Get him, you two. Let's get him, guys. Right. Count Cagliostro, you were invited to my ball of death. And this time it will be your head that falls. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she was betrayed by him, for sure. Faux show. Boop. Yeah, manual setup, what are you doing? Avengers cannot be set. Dude. Okay. Oh, you both have busters. Busters. You're both busters. Yeah, that should be okay. To battle! To battle! Well, I'll catch you later. I'm not sure how to say your name. GM X7G. Illusory fire, fire, fire! Okay. Well, you've already got your MP set up for one time. What kind of MP? Okay, Sue. Cool. We can give you this. We can give you that. We can give you this. And then what is this? Apply invincible 3 times, apply guts. Yeah, we don't need that yet. Put curse to all enemies. Apply special attack. Increase arts card effectiveness. That sounds good. We'll do that. And then we don't need to do this yet. Just have to survive 3 turns? Well, okay. It's our chance to experience what she can do anyway. Boil! Burning all the peoples! You just keep charging my MP, buddy. That's all you're doing. He uses evade times 7. What a little bitch. I'm pretty sure Legacy of Kain is based on whatever she said, not the other way around. Okay, so you got lots of bullshit, huh? That's so. Yep, 7 left, so just gotta wail on him. Although you said beat him 3 turns, so that might come up sooner than that. Fuck you? Oh, he can evade, but it's not guaranteed. I see. Okay. Woo! Well, then I'm going to keep shooting off Noble Phantasms, because I can, and there is the off chance that he does get hit, so why not? Why not? Don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, no! Ah, you bitch!
やっぱり私じゃ
Wait, did he do his, like, noble phantasm? What the hell? Or does Victus pump him down a little bit? I have no idea. I have no fucking clue.
運命をかけた戦いであればそうきたか間違えたかもそうね知らない知らない誰も愛してはいけない誰も許してはいけないビビクテス全てに呪いあれ
Constipation station for the Cagliostro. Ta-ta, the arch. Anyway, he's about to die. Either way. And she just loops like none other, man. She gets to do her MP Avoy turn. And it's very useful. Yeah, we're fighting him right now. He betrayed us. Not a big surprise.
もう動かないんだつまらないわ
Cool, cool. Really, 26 chapters, man. Ay, 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 ay. I hope some of them go faster than the others. How dare you! How dare you! You will pay! You will pay for this! V Victus! Ah, a pox upon everything! I don't know if you say pox or po or pois, God knows what. It's French, I don't know, man. She says V Victus. V Victus. Hello, Eric. Dude, we dealt with Neko Arc and he dares thinking he can compare to such a level of fuckery. Chapter 22 is 7 nodes. I said I hope some of them are. You stupid, useless excuse for a royal! Did you just survive getting your head chopped off? You little bitch. Is this like some Demon Slayer's level of bullshit? I am immortal! Well done, resisting so fiercely. I am truly impressed, Master of Chaldea. Sadly, it seems I must take my leave. Do remember this, though. My favorite sport? I mean, I think I like track and field stuff, probably most, at least as far as, like, watching it. But if we're talking, like, more, like, well, I don't know. I guess sort of like tennis. Probably tennis. One day, as the final disciple, I will find you and... Except there isn't gonna be another day. Huh? It's time to show you how brightly my star truly shines. Hassan! Huzzah! I watch closely. As a beam of light pursues the Count while he attempts to escape the endless spiral. You see the young man turned star shining brighter than ever, his every magic circuit working overtime. Full activation! Maximum drive! Come on, man, I tapped you. This shining star is about to run you through. Zabania!
お前を貫くサバニア
I don't get why Marie is an altar when in real life her and Louis brought their fate unto themselves. No one told them to bankrupt France or fund America's revolution. I mean, I guess so. But there's still a side of her that is resentful of the fact that they, you know, struck back either way. I see. Well done. A true star, shining. Your technique was masterful beyond describing with anything so crude as words. So this is how you were able to become the leader of your assassin sect at such a young age. I should have been more careful. Should I ever get another opportunity, I will study it well. There won't be another. You always intended to finish her off here, didn't you? I can't fool you, can I? Impressive. You probably could. Indeed, my sword is coated with a particularly nasty curse. Any ordinary human it touches will die in minutes. In losing the battle, I still completed my objective. So it would seem I have won the war. Nope, counted for that too. I can only use it once, but healing the noble phantasm I borrowed, the healing noble phantasm I borrowed, can disable all kinds of curses and spells. How did you borrow a noble phantasm? Yes, we have Marie Antoinette and Marie Antoinette altar now as well. The one we were just dealing with was an altar. Good thing, too, since I'm sure a bastard like you made sure to include a nasty, organ-rotting spell or something similar to go with that curse. Oh? Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. Is that a goddamn? A healing noble phantasm, huh? I ought to have known I could never beat him on my own. Well, Alcides stole an NP. That was very different. Good, he's finally gone. Whew. I swear that man is harder to kill than a cockroach. Even more so now that he's a heroic spirit. Marie Antoinette altar. Marie, I don't understand. What are you doing here? I've been in your shadow this whole time. Didn't you notice? The Count saved me just as I was about to disappear. Oh, not Count Cagliostro, of course. I mean, yeah, the other one. You're right, Astolfo was given Achilleos Cosmos. Good. But I wonder who he borrowed it from, I guess is my point. Convenient he would have one, but we don't know much about where he got it. Anyway, his magical energy allowed me to stay materialized. But I guess that's all over now. Well, no, Fake Assassin from Strange Fake can use multiple noble phantasms from previous Asans. Yes, but she's supposed to be the only one that can do that. But I guess that's all over now. Aw, see you later. Alright, Master of Chaldea. I need to be on my way. I wonder, though. I wonder what's in a wonder ball. Will you feed everything to the fire, or will you... No, never mind. I've been cruel enough. No sour grapes. I lost fair and square. You overcame the third and fourth trials, honestly. All you have to do now is go on to the last. So now you're considering him the fourth trial? Goodbye. Just to ease those who have collected 7 servant gems, I shall grant you one of these things you want. What? So the queen is gone. How are you feeling? You haven't lost too much blood, have you? I'm okay. I'm okay. Good, if that's all, you're probably fine. I never asked exactly how long it lasted for, so that's a relief. Hassan, what happened to you? What, did you take on the curse yourself? Oh, right, as you can see, it's my turn now. Death to everyone! Cagliostro was able to regenerate even after his head was cut off, right? There's got to be some trick behind that. Anyway, I had to push my drive circuits even further than usual to be sure I completely shattered his spirit core. Nothing compared to the past Hassan leaders, you know. I'm a failure who can't match Cursed Arm's sheer lethality or 100 Persona's versatility. I couldn't even show my face to Serenity or the Fist. The Fist. So this is what I had to do to accomplish something. But at least I managed to keep you all alive. Not a bad way for a heroic spirit of humanity to go out. Anyway, before I go, I've got something to tell you. Yeah, it looked like a typo. It's not my noble phantasm keeping your heart beating right now. It's one I borrowed from before we came here. Attendre espérer, or however you say it. It's a healing noble phantasm that belongs to the masked Count of Monte Cristo. When did you get your hands on that? When he came out of the study. Not long after I started guarding your aunt. He came out from the study and gave me this noble phantasm for safekeeping. How do you give someone something that's not like a weapon? Even said I should use it if your life was ever in danger. Well, I didn't so much as use it as I did designate its target. I'm pretty sure he's the one releasing its true name and consuming magical energy to activate it remotely. So he knew Cagliostro was going to try and kill me? If he attempts to kill Sarah, use this before she expires. I think those were his exact words, more or less. Don't say more or less if they're exact. He also said something about how Cagliostro would always talk a good game, no matter how much he suspected him. We suspected him, damn it. And that you would accept him into the fold, no matter how suspicious he was. So it was always pretty much a given that you'd wind up mortally wounded. Not much chance Cagliostro wouldn't take a crack at you, really. Dude, come on. But the Count also said that as long as I had this noble phantasm, I could save your life once. Or something along those lines. I remember thinking, wow, this guy really trusts Sarah to do the wrong thing. You said the masked Count of Monte Cristo is the one who trapped you in the prison tower once, right? And the one in your shadow is Caldea's Count? Have I got that right? I don't know much about any of that, and I don't really know either Count at all. But are you sure you know which is which? This is such a pain. I barely even understand myself, so why am I bothering with my worrying about other people? I shouldn't have to worry about it at all, especially as a heroic spirit. But then I got stuck helping you and your friends almost right away. What a pain. Still, No, never mind. Forget I said that. I did what I could during our temporary contract, but I don't know how much is accurate. As a heroic spirit of humanity, I needed reliable information before I could ascertain the masked guy's true intention. I know. You did what you had to do, right? Right. I get that.
I get it.
I swear, you really are. Well, no matter. If that's how you feel, then keep going. What is this?
It's prickly pear and blue raspberry.
Ooh.
And now I sound like Slip the Slop.
Okay, so you got Invisalign.
Invisalign!
What does that look like? How's that going to work? You just got to wear it for how long?
22 hours a day. And I take it off whenever I
Eat?
drink anything other than water.
So it's a retainer.
It's basically a 24-hour retainer.
It's a retainer, and you got to talk like this because it's sticky in your teeth. You might get good at it after a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be really funny for a while though.
Because I think I had those on at night each night. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, this is delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is very delicious, and I needed to soothe my throat through all this dialogue.
You got lots of dialogue.
A lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
A lot of dialogue. Go give that pain in the ass masked bastard a piece of your mind. And mine, too. Go on, he's waiting for you at the end of this path. That's not dai-chan, for the record. To clarify, that is my wife Ari-chan. She merely provided the original voice bank that I now use for dai-chan. From the very beginning, dai-chan's voice and other things were always just, you know, her reading the scripts that I had written. So it was supposed to be gender bend of me. But I didn't have anyone else I could ask to do that. Yes, now the dai-chan that you hear is an AI voice. It's one that I record myself and then translate my voice into dai-chan's. So it's still me at the end of the day doing that performance. No, you're good. Her name is Ari-chan. Hi! What you got in the box? Is that more retainery stuff?
Lots of trays.
Trays?
Yeah, well they call them trays instead of retainers.
Oh. Lots of molds of your teeth.
Yeah. I got little like bubbles on my teeth. And then
Oh, are those the different versions you have to swap out to?
they're different versions.
Right,
yeah.
until your teeth are back to normal.
Yerp.
Or normal for the first time in a long time. Okay, so you were saying a lot for Section 22. That's a lot. Decisive battle / farewell. That certainly sounds like the final one, but it's not. No, I was just making sure. I did not marry my gender bend. That is a fictional character we made up together.
That's pretty fun.
They say hello.
Hi!
You descend the spiral staircase alone. There is no one next to you anymore. No Avengers, no heroic spirits of humanity. Oh yeah, and you need to have like soft foods, yeah?
No, it's just I'm gonna be doubling up on Tylenol and ibuprofen if it hurts.
You're gonna be a pain med girl.
Well, I mean, right now it's not really hurting.
Oh, just give it some time. I know what it's like. It hurts.
Well, then yes, I will be a drug management baby.
Do you think we'll ever summon Hassan of the airplanes at some point? What the hell?
I saw the airplane?
The air... Oh, come on.
What?
Are you trying to say that a Hassan is responsible for 9/11?
Oh my god, is that 9/11 joke?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I don't think that's the same group of people, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Daikun altar? No, probably not. Not at this point.
Dai-chan altar? Yeah. Well, it's only a matter of time, really.
Yeah, but no. I don't need to do that anymore.
Son of the disco, fuck yeah!
Hassan of the disco.
Yes, it's on the disco. I can definitely get on that.
If you had a gender bend that had about the same personality as you, which is typically what a gender bend would, you probably wouldn't actually marry them. I don't know. I mean, if you didn't already have someone.
If you're a, you know, if you're a self-lover.
Yeah, like a narcissist. You're like, perfect! But then you'd wonder which of the two of you got the most attention. See, I would reference the Hassan who said Kaya place because of the memes. I don't get any of that. There is no one next to you anymore. No Avengers, no heroic spirits of humanity, just a master descending the staircase. So you continue on your own. The Shock My Dog song? Well, that's a very different Hassan, for sure. The worst kind, in my opinion. How long have you been going down these stairs? Well, actually, I don't know about Naruto, so... Does the sexy jutsu let you have, like, a separate autonomous being that you're interacting with? Or is it just, like, an illusion?
Billions of versions about that.
Maybe, but Naruto's not hot. Even in his sexy version, nah, you're not that good.
To you.
Yeah, that's all I can talk about. As usual, it's hard to tell how much time has passed. Hassan of the out to get milk.
Oh no!
He's not that kind of... You're just mixing up all these different race jokes. You haven't bothered counting the steps, nor have I. You just keep going down, ever further down. Down to the ground. In this case, below the ground. And then... Dante's. This one. Okay. He doesn't respond. He doesn't have to. You can tell the shadows become faint. He's about to disappear. Are you... Edmond Dantes from Chaldea? Or maybe... Neither? Confusing shit, huh? Just wait until they give us an exposition dump to explain all this nightmare. The Black Shadow remains silent. Okay. I got this. I got this. The Black Shadow disappears, though not in his typical way of retreating into your shadow. Whoa, I got something in my throat. Whoa. There we go. Back to normal. The Black Shadow disappears, though not in his typical way. Yeah, where'd he go? He disappears without a sound, as if dissolving into the nearby darkness. Are we in his lair? I watch him go until no sign of him remains. But then there's more stupid gropey hands. And then, almost as if it was taking the Black Shadow's place, I see the same fire I once saw before. It is the same in every way as last time. It begins to approach you, practically dripping with malice and bloodlust. Okay. Oh yeah, well we still have our simple summon. Which is how we started this whole deal off. Alright, well, this should be easy enough. I know, no Avengers. No Avengers! Oh, welcome back, Krishigan. How you doing? It's time to get the Blaze Blue. Yeah. I prefer Blaze Blue to this, or at least these enemies. Blaze Blue has some wicked hot babes. And some goofy story. You're nearly out of time, but you're doing fine. Just feel the pace. Come on now, race! Everybody supersonic racing. And try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around. Everybody supersonic racing, going to the point of no return. When you're supersonic racing, just, yeah, I think it's just let the fire burn. Everybody. Well, the thing is, I fully acknowledge this is a goofy-ass story. The only difference is I have committed myself to diving into this particular one head-on and at least trying to understand it. The teaser for Sonic 4, I didn't know they were making another. Well, I should have known they were making another. Did they already make 3 of them? Shit, yeah, they did. Wow, they did that fast. I almost forgot. An extremely goofy movie. I loved that movie as a kid. Of course, the first one's better, but I like that one. It's just so funny because those movies are like flopping mega hard in Japan, and I'm not a huge fan of them myself. They're just like really bastardized versions of Sonic. Basically Sonic Adventure 2? No. It wore the skin of the Sonic Adventure 2, but was filled with the most weird, bizarre stuff ever. For me, though, it's Green Hill Zone. Green Hill Zone's a good theme, but I'm more of like a... I forgot what it's called. The ice level. The snowing ice one. Ice cap zone. There you go. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Even though that's actually just stolen right from someone else's song, or rather the guy who made that song did both and just reused the idea. Doesn't make it any less awesome. My favorite Sonic work, though, is the stuff from Sonic CD and, of course, the Sonic OVA movie. Eggman makes his announcement at the movies. So, like, what, the I'm gonna piss on the moon one? Okay, so you've got reduced attack damage, take to zero. Okay, so if I use my NP, do it at the last. I think he's gonna die before that anyway. Oh, whoops, didn't need to do that. Aw, damn it. Whatever. Oh, I just realized we're fighting Kagekyo. The Knuckles show was truly terrible. The Knuckles show? There was a Knuckles show? I didn't know that. Was it like exclusively Idris Elba stuff? Or was that a spin-off of the Sonic Boom stuff? What continuity was that tied to? I mean, our favorite thing about Sonic back in the day was Sonic Jam for the Sega Saturn, which is just a big love letter to everything of Sonic up to that point. Did Idris Elba voice it? Or did he get some, like, B-tier actor to take his place? I don't know, Sonic's one of those things where they don't know what... There is no, like, core identity to Sonic anymore. There's too many versions of him, so that if you want to make a Sonic game or movie, you have to decide which version you want to homage to. Because they are pretty separate now. There's the comic Sonics from America, there's the TV Sonics from America, there's all the Japanese versions, which have very little to do with those Sonics. Then there's the newer comics that try to unite some of that a little bit, and... yeah, it's just nuts. They're gonna introduce Metal Sonic. Which would, in theory, be like modeled off of the OVA film. That was the best story that Metal Sonic was a part of. Seems you know everything I'm going to do. But that doesn't help you, because I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it? I don't know. If Ian Flynn is that one guy that was, like, championing the censorship of, like, Amy's character, then I don't want him having anything to do with Sonic, but if not otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I will refrain from judgment, as there are times I like it, sometimes I don't. But I definitely prefer the Japanese side of things when it comes to that. And I can't believe it. They've had every opportunity in history to make these Sonic racing games the best fucking racing games out there. And they just don't... They just keep dropping the ball. This new one's not bad. It's fun, but... too much focus on a live service, but not actually providing new content. But it is really weird how Sonic has never been truly Japanese or American, like, entirely. Like, there are times he goes in which one way. But in a lot of ways, he's very much been a fairly international character. Well, right now, I don't know what they're even trying to do with the character of Sonic. It's just been so long. Wait, am I actually fighting, like, the next... I'm assuming it's just more baddies. Just more baddies again, right? Except, didn't they sell all of Sat AM on DVD? That can't be lost media, right? Although there were the two different shows. There was the edgy one, and then there was the comedy one. Yeah, I figured. If they asked me before the storyline, then I'm assuming it's just trash mobs. But during the 90s, they definitely knew what they were doing with Sonic, and I loved it. I also loved Sonic Adventure so much. The first one. Sonic Adventure 2 is where I feel, personally, it started to go downhill. Like, real hard. On a Sonic Heroes remake? That's interesting. And Frontiers too. Frontiers was the open world one they did recently, yeah? I heard it was okay. They couldn't use Princess Sally in any of the games. Yeah. Yeah, that's always really weird, right? 'Cause the whole entire character group is vastly different. Then you got that weird show Sonic Underground that gave him a bunch of siblings and his mom and stuff, which is kind of corny. I mean, yeah, like really corny. The guy behind the Native Knuckles tribe got triggered at the Sonic 2 movie? Wait, what do you mean Native Knuckles tribe? You're not talking like the Ugandan joke guy. It did have a catchy opening, for sure. I mean, I prefer the, Blue streak speeds by. Sonic the Hedgehog. Too fast for the naked eye. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. I can't remember, did we get Amy in Sonic Movie 3? Or is she supposed to show up? Hey, we got downtime, I'm gonna sing the song. It's better than fighting. I can't even tell what the fuck I'm fighting, honestly, because it's just so dark. It's just, you're fighting the blackness. The darkness. She will be in the fourth movie. Yeah, that's the one I remember. Who's playing her voice again? So what exactly did the Hashashin believe in? You know, because we're getting that a lot in Strange Fake. You know, that, you know, whether or not you believe in a god or whatever, it's like, what specifically are they actually revering? And how is that different from the non-sect of peoples around them? You know what I mean? Kristen Bell. I don't know who that is, honestly. Not by that name, unfortunately. Maybe by some of her other work or something. Yes, but what's so righteous about their code that they, you know, value people who have that kind of belief? Oh, Anna from Frozen? Huh. Interesting. To be fair, going through these mobs is kind of faster than reading cutscenes. Game apologist, huh? Got it. It would be so weird to imagine what kids must be like into these days. Because, you know, I was a kid. I loved Sonic and frickin' Mario like crazy. I dressed up as like Mario for Halloween. I always was on the quest to get cool Sonic action figures and toys back at a time when they really didn't have good ones like they do now. And now that we're just oversaturated with it, it's just like, man, I would have loved this shit as a kid, I'm sure. Veronica Mars? I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know, it's like, these kids are spoiled now, because there's so many cool, like, video game things to get into. Now, of course, I can't say all kids, but there is a hell of a lot of them that just don't care about, like, conventional storytelling anymore. Like, instead of watching, like, a cartoon or a video game or something, they just go with memes and TikTok and, like, stuff that takes, like, half a second and no brain to, like, understand. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's really sad because they have the potential to be living out some of, like, the coolest fucking childhoods. Theoretically speaking. They basically just had, like, all the cool, like, stuff that I love from the 90s, but it was actually available now. Well, that's what kind of sucks, because now that there's all these really cool Sonic things that I would have loved to buy as a kid, I don't care about it now, and the kids now don't care about it either. And it's like, now they think, oh, Sonic was never that big. It's like, no, you just missed your opportunity by like a decade. A good decade on far of all that merchandise is concerned. Do you like those games that show blood or not? I'm indifferent. Whether the game shows blood or not usually isn't something I care about. Although it does seem really corny when it should have blood and there isn't blood. Where there's clear, like, serious violence and... yeah. Especially if you found out, like, the Japanese version had blood and they took it away for the Western version or vice versa, and then you're just like, oh, come on, whatever. That's so dumb. I know, but I'm just saying if people looked at the toys now sitting on the shelves and think of that as, like, Sonic's not very popular, and it's like, well... I just see it as mismanaged, because these toys, if they existed a decade ago, would have been, like, the hot shit. Just you? Everyone else left. You know that, biatch. You scared them away. The shadow humanity send? Hassan couldn't make it. I see. And the charlatan? Cagliostro was a foreign disciple through and through. Indeed. I have questions for you. And like it or not, you're answering. And if I refuse, I'll make you answer. Will you now? Go on then. I am fire. I am ash. I am the unholy flames of vengeance. My soul burns for revenge. My flames reduce all they touch to ash. Yeah, Sega right now really has no fucking clue what they're doing. Like, as someone who played Phantasy Star Online 2, it's also very much mismanaged in that regard. A game that could have been really awesome has like the shittiest story imaginable. Hardly any cutscenes, really bad cutscenes when they're there. And a gameplay loop that doesn't really add anything after a while, and it's just like, just like an endless series of, alright, we don't know what else to do, let's increase the level cap and give you a new series of weapons that you have to farm the shit out of. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is the one that I was playing the most, and that's the one they botched the most, because it had great potential, and then I just don't play it anymore. And it just makes you realize Sega has no idea what they're doing. They're not looking at their competition to see what they're up to and what other people want. It's just bizarre. And they kind of just expect you to stick around because of just like loyalty to Sega. That's like what they're relying on these days, is just blind loyalty. It's Sega's big MMO, and it's still going on to this day, but it's just kind of a hollow shadow of what it used to be. What the hell? Oh. Let me see here. Gosh. I hate how every summer now, the places that I live now, or used to live, are just constantly catching on fire. My soul burns for revenge. My flames reduce all they touch to ash. You who still bears a heart, listen well. I am the hellfire that will end your life. Yeah. Here I come. Here I come. Prepare yourself. You still haven't explained jack shit to me. Alright, so Avengers can't be set, but I'm assuming it's just him, so we're gonna go, like, all out on the moon cancers, yeah? So instead of you, we're going to use you? That should be good. But you use Buster, don't you? Didn't we just confirm that? Yeah, your Marble Phantasm's Buster, so we'll take this off and put it on you. And then we will load the back end with you, because you use arts. That'll be good. There we go. And we'll see how that goes. Let's start with BB instead. Your Arcoade carried your ass through this chapter? Alright, I'll only give her a shot. I do like my Arcoade, it's just she's not going to get as many. Well, fine, let's replace this Merlin with the other Merlin. That would be smart. If we're going Busta. Where are you, man? Well, Phantasy Star was a series of single-player RPGs for a while on the Genesis. It wasn't on NES, because Sega and Nintendo were separate. It was some of the only RPGs on the Genesis, because that console really didn't even have, like, save data. Her NP1 damage sucks. Well, yeah. Whatever. I'm not gonna regret having done that. She's still pretty useful. You have an MP5 Arcoade? Use Black Grail? Oh, that would have been nice. And then inflict skill seal, increase defense for all enemies, increase attack. Yeah, we want to do that. Buff my attack at least. That'll be for later. Apply invincible to allies. Yeah, we'll do that later. Why does he resist this? Does he just resist everything? Did I bring the wrong person? I thought moon cancers were supposed to be good against Avengers. Resistance to anything other than Avenger. So maybe I didn't even need to bring her because he neutralizes the playing field anyway. You only have to break one bar. From the looks of it, that's what I suspected. Okay, I'll bring Black Grail along for the next time with her. Your recommendation sounds, well, sound. You want to be an animator, huh? That's pretty cool. What's neat, though, is literally anything can be animated well, action or otherwise. And I tend to think that the people who can animate just regular shit to look really well are the best at making action stuff, too. Because they already have those basic fundamentals. They understand it's not just the crazy particle effects and everything that make it work. It's like expressions, emotions, and they're already good at expressing those. You think using master skills cancel out the effect in the next fight? How would master skills do that? If it were like a buff or a debuff, sure, but... Oh, okay. Regardless of which Mystic Code you bring along, I'm assuming. How bad are the fires where you're living, considering how bad the 2025 California wildfires beginning of last year had been? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no,
そこです。こちらです。
in my current state, there's one to the west that's getting really crazy because of all the wind. And then the previous state that I used to live in, that always had fires. I mean, the story has gotten especially easy, because even if it were harder now, you have all those gems or whatever the fuck they are for free, so you don't have to you don't even have to use quartz to revive. I see. So you can fend off my blazing sword. Then I must admit, you did indeed have what was necessary to come so far. Enough talking around the point. No more games! You're gonna take that mask off and look me in the eye. I fail to see the sense in that. Leyline stones, yep, but very well. I suppose it is just like you to attempt to talk with your enemy before the final showdown. So saying, he slowly removes his dark mask. You got a big hole in your eye. It does look like Xenoblade, doesn't it? His face is falling apart. Yes, I can see it. The entire left upper half of his face, where his left eye should be, is fractured. Beyond his crumbling spirit origin lies a deep and lightless darkness. Yeah, fuck that one fight, John Starr. Fuck it to hell. There are good animators on YouTube, yeah. It depends on what type of animation you're gonna do, CG or 2D. There are options for both. Although there's almost so much really good action animation out there that it starts to feel like a little superficial. And that's really sad, because I think maybe we're just like spoiled by having really good action scenes these days. Things like Zenless Zero popping that shit out. And then was like Dylan Goo is another guy who does good 3D animation, but his stuff is pretty much the same as what Zenless is doing in terms of quality. Lots of good squash and stretch and things, but like the aesthetic, the overall like lighting and stuff, it's pretty much identical. Master Skills 1 and 3 remove Hellfire of Vengeance, and Master Skills 2 make you immune to Hellfire Vengeance debuff for 1 turn. I'll have to figure out what that debuff actually does. Beyond his crumbling spirit origin lies a deep and lightless darkness. Hey Edmond, what's you doing, boy? You're Edmond Dantes. That is, the shadow whose spirit origin is registered in Chaldea is not here. I, the Count, absorbed all of his magical energy. The shadow at your feet is no more than an empty husk devoid of magical energy. It is utterly powerless. It will not help you again. Do you understand, Sarah? We are alone here, you and I. Why? Why? Why are you doing this? If you really wanted me dead, I would be. So why? Why did you start by having me face heroic spirits I knew? This was all on purpose, right? So why this way? Why did you make me face these trials? Why did you make this Tokyo? It was necessary. What'll happen to it once I pass all these trials? Is it going to disappear? No, all of this will continue to exist within you. However much I might change its shape, all you see here is a part of you. Even whatever's past this point? Of course. What happened to Kyrie, to my mom, to my sister? In one sense, their structural elements will remain. Haven't you already noticed? Answer the question. Yes, that's right. The people who seem to be your mother, your sister, your neighbor. All of them, everyone close to you who held warmth and affection for you in their hearts, is dead. I killed them myself. They're never coming back. How dare you? Yes, that's right. The people who seem to be your mother, yeah, you already said this. All of them, everyone, yeah. Dead, I killed them myself, yep. Feel the air go out of you. This place is just like the prison tower, a world you made inside me. I don't know much about them, but I guess it's a reality marble? Correct. This is the second prison tower. It is a reality marble variant you could call Pseudo-Tokyo Prison. That is why some of its residents resemble people from your memory. They're all hollow. Depending on the definition you choose to use, you might say they are not alive at all. They are an illusion. This place is a dream. Hey, there you go. An illusion. It has no bearing on reality. Even if they are just an illusion, they're still alive, damn it! You killed them! At least they were alive. It's no different for singularities or lost belts. I don't know. I don't know, man. At least that's what I think. I see. I could point out the flaws in your reasoning, but that needn't detain us at the moment. In a way, you are correct. Even if everything here is just an illusion inside you, it remains true that anyone killed here will never return to life. Just as in reality, the best they can do is become memories, feelings, the past. The dead and the living will always be separated, just as the underworld and the real world can never interact. They are different, just as chronicled in pruned events, reality and dreams are different. In all possible worlds, regardless of timeline or reality, death is death. That's why I don't understand. Tell me, Count of Monte Cristo. Why? Tell me why did you kill Kyrie, my mother, my sister? To teach you about revenge. To teach you both what it means and the power it confers. That's why I killed them with my own hands. Oh, honey, it's you. What are you doing here? I almost never see you out of your study. Well, maybe we'll see pigs flying now, Oh, but for now, we'll need another plate for dinner. Whoa, why are you here, Daddy? Are you all done with your work for today? Want to play with me then? I won't ask you for forgiveness. I ask only for your hate. Burn within my soul, with my soul, in the realm beyond my vengeance. Huh? Killed me with a sword, man. Honey, what are you talking about? Is that a sword on fire? Wow, how are you doing that, Daddy? That's amazing. Honey? Daddy's gone crazy. I'm home. There was something Senpai needed, so I came back without her. Here, Auntie, let me help you with Auntie? Don't. Stay back. Get out of here. Run. Now. That's because it is Da Vinci. Or rather, they're using Ritsuka's memory of Da Vinci as the avatar for the mother figure in the dream. For both mother and child. Please, take care of her. Oh my gosh, Auntie, there's so much blood. First we need to stop the bleeding. Yeah, I'll get the first aid kit from the living room. What? Huh? No way! Uncle, did you... There on the floor, is she... Yes, I killed her. What? Why? Why would you do this, Uncle? Why would you kill your own family? Why? For Sarah. So that she can walk the path she must. The wall of humanity will never let her reach her final destination until she fulfills all of her duties. Even if the wall doesn't stop her, then our flames, the ones who await her at the final showdown, will. I can't let that happen. I can't! If she fails here, everything will have been for nothing. You're kidding. Uncle, I don't know what you're talking about. But there's no way this can be for Senpai. I'm calling the police. Oh, but first I need to get the first aid kit and treat their wounds. But they're already dead. Then I'll call an ambulance. Yes, I admit it. I admit it, Kyrie, my child. You're probably right. Okie dokie. God, there's still 4 more sections after this? Really? Really? Is there like some other final boss that I'm not even aware of? Or is this note right here the final boss? Revenge. Revenge! There is tremendous power in the act of revenge. When all hope is lost and grief threatens to gorge you whole, your burning soul gives you the resolve vital to destroy everything between you and your goal. Fury's true essence is power, power unchecked by mercy. When you burn for revenge, you can kill and ravage like no other. You cannot imagine the rapture. Saying yes and no The final boss is yet to come. Oh, okay. Well, damn. That is why I had to teach you in a way that would touch your very soul. So I ask you now, Sarah. How was it, letting anger guide your hand? When you let hatred and hellfire, forces capable of killing even divine spirits, fuel you, and you used them to kill Nitokri's altar, whom you believed in service of your sworn enemy at the time. Did you feel the rapture? Did your soul drink in its sweetness? Did you see how gratifying it can be? Did you feel the ecstasy of it? No, don't tell me. You needn't. You know better than anyone. Yes, yes! Revenge is a ferocious force that makes the impossible possible. Even seemingly invincible enemies can be laid low by its awesome power. There was no stronger blade than this hell-forged steel, which yet brings all the sweet pleasures of heaven. As you now know, so I ask you, how did you enjoy the taste of your revenge? I still haven't gotten it yet. We have to kick your ass. I don't know, and I don't care. I never needed to taste it. This didn't help me at all. I know I can go the distance anyway. So you say, but you know the truth as well as I. As you head towards Chaldea and the final confrontation, the fire burning in your soul could transform you into an Avenger. But we're not even a servant, bro. Were he here, I can imagine with a certain detective, what a certain detective might have to say about this. He would say that just like the king of demon gods' plan to incinerate humanity, the bleaching of the earth is a case that affects everyone you have ever knew and loved. A case of mass murder. Yes, you know what I say is true. Don't look away, Sarah. Your home, your friends, your family, every living person on Earth. The whole of your past, all that you knew, is dead. Killed by the bleaching of the Earth. Which is exactly why, if you want to, you could be the last and greatest Avenger this world will ever see. With such vengeance and hatred as yours, nothing could stand in your way. And why is that? Because here in this bleached white world, we are the gods of vengeance. Yeah. I ain't buying it. Even if the original god should disapprove of your vengeance, your hatred, we, the new gods of vengeance, will still approve. Bruh. Sarah. Count of Monte Cristo? I thought it might be something like that. There's something you feel it's important for me to know. You thought this would be the best way for me to learn. But there's still no reason for you to kill them. Yes. I expected you'd say as much. There is some truth to what you say. In an ideal world, we should be able to accomplish our goals without sacrifice. I admit, the most beautiful kind of success is one which requires no sacrifices at all. Be that as it may, Sarah. Thanks to these hands, stained as they are with blood, you now know what it is to take revenge. What it means to let your rage fuel you, push you to merciless violence. I don't think Ritsuka ever really reached that point, honestly. Just enough to disobey the servants and, like, confront our enemy, like, a little bit more angrily than before. How sweet your nemesis's blood tastes, the pleasures of the dark. So I ask you, I, Edmond Dantes, No, no, no. I, Monte Cristo the murderer, have a question for you. Sarah! Once your journey for tomorrow ends and you reach Chaldea in the Antarctic, what will you accomplish? What purpose drives you to your journey's end? Then let me now ask you this. What does that scene inspire you to do? Go sledding. When I reach Antarctica, I'm going to fight, to kill, to avenge, to stoke the fires of your soul. No. I'm going to fight because I'm one of those still alive. I see. Then it seems you have no choice but to keep moving forward. Yopers. And it won't be to kill. I'm going back to Chaldea. No matter what happens afterwards, my feelings will never change. Fire! Fire! Did you just descend in front of me? I knew it! I always believed that was what you would choose! If you can resist the pleasures of surrendering to the fire and still defeat us Avengers, nothing can stop you! So show me what your soul is truly made of! Show me that you can fight against this unjust destiny without need of our flames. What do you mean there's an audio version of this part? Hey there, everybody. Alright. So I guess we're pretty much just doing what we did last time. Yeah, I don't see why not. But you wanted a black grail. Let me see if I can even find that damn thing. That's the one that looks like Dark Iris Feel, right? It's not this. Oh, it's right here. I don't know if I've... Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. And what was this one again? I lose health, but I... fuck them up pretty good. Alright. Let's give it a shot. On FGO, JP, YouTube, their voice scene. Oh, okay. It was just a promo video on YouTube from the official channel. Alright, so if I use this, that will remove the Blaze of Vengeance. Okay, so when he's about to use his Noble Phantasm, I should use my second skill on that turn, right? That's the idea. Excuse me. This fucker sounds like Eminem. I know this is overkill, but I don't care. So now he's back to resisting things. Is that what you're saying? Well, that's really unfortunate because... well, I know it's over gauge. Drink is done.
そこは壁もなく城もなく見せない始まりの空魂のありかを見せようかガーデン・オブ・アバロン
空想具現千の鎖道死ぬ仰ぎなさい
So I have to wait until the skill cools down all over again in order to get that buff off. Oh, that didn't do shit. Man, how do you... That's tough, man. How am I gonna do this? How am I supposed to do this? I guess the cooldown on the attack one is much shorter, but still. Wowzers. I guess just charge up your noble phantasms pretty consistently.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。いいとも。
もちろん大きく。
そう。
切り合う。
Oh wait, should I have used my thingy to stop him from hitting me?
救世主の山に隠されし伝説。神なき人々が見る絶。
Okay, so that's lowering the cooldown. That helps.
浄化の炎なれば。
Edgy boy, you stunned, and you killed us because of your Blaze of Vengeance bullshit. Let me go ahead and see what happens if I use that healing item. Because he's ignoring all of my anti-invincibility bullshit, which is lame. Lame. Wait, his what has Pierce and Vol? Or his NP? Oh, whoops, it got hypersaturated again. How about no? How about you cut that out? Hello? Hello? Come on, man. Come on, man. No. Stop it. That's better. That's better. Alright, whatever happens, happens. I gotta go to the bathroom. I drank a lot of that drink. Okay. Let's see here. Would you stop that? You see this? You see what I'm okay with? I just tap it once and it jerks off. No. Whoa. You're right, it is kind of like a VHS. What on earth? Man, the slightest tap, man. This thing is really bad. I wish there was a easier way to capture FGO footage these days. For live, anyway. Alright, so she didn't die. That's nice. Well, while I still have a lot of buffs going, I'm gonna put this on. Yeah, Guts did trigger. No, the saturation is something that has to do with the output of this cable. I wonder if ordering a new HDMI to Lightning will fix a lot of these issues. That could be really nice. Probably wouldn't hurt to just order another one just to be safe. It's possible that over the decade I've covered this game, this particular cable has gotten all banged up. I don't have Solomon. What? Huh? I've tried the emulator route, and no, because I still want to play it on my tablet, like, officially. And the emulated equivalent of that would just, I guess, not do the trick, really. Well, Artoria just did her defense, and he does go through it. We just saw it do that. Oh wait, no, that was regular invulnerability. Gotcha. So I should be saving that NP exclusively for his NP. I understand. Hers is like a special kind of invulnerability, honestly. Okie doke. I get you. I get you. Oh, and I did break him still. That's nice. Well, if this lowers... let me see here. Yeah, since I have all my skills reversed, let's just... Yeah, let's use all my noble phantasms to lower that charge as much as possible. And Avenger Castoria is when Oberon and Morgan being a pain to her. Oh. What a little annoying shit. You have way too much health, brother. Way too many health bars. This is ridiculous. Oh, you cheating little fuck. You just zipped ahead. You just zipped ahead. Did whatever you wanted. You little bastard. Who did you just hit? Who did you just hit? Was that Merlin? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Wait, it still says resist. Didn't I? Wait. Wait. Yeah, it still says resist. What the fuck? What the fuck? Didn't I do my attack buff? Or am I just losing my mind? It's not supposed to say resist anymore. It's not supposed to do that anymore. What the fuck is going on? They never explain any of this shit well. Did I forget to do an attack buff? No. No. I literally just did that. Do I have to swap someone out for the fuck's sake of it? You know what? Fine. We'll do it and see if that makes a difference. We'll put you back in. Just because. Did that take anything off? All I can do is find out now. It still says resist. What the fuck? But why only for her? Why only for her? What is up with that? Did he stack it on her a bunch? Do I have to clean off each and every one of these Blaze of Vengeances before I'm allowed to hit him regular again? Wow. Well, there's nothing I can do about that, but then just keep fighting, I guess. Alright. I think that's incredibly unfair. Oh, I think I see what you mean. So... I actually should have done those NPs out of the opposite order. But the only way to remove those buffs is to use your level 2 servant or master skill, right? Oh, and now he's applying evasion or invincible to himself like a little prick. I see that. How long does this one last? The whole turn? Oh, 3 turns, 2 left. Gotcha.
まちまぶしく集まりしびれそうやって歌出直せそう
Oh, it's the opposite. Gotcha.
こち
まぶしく誇りにかけて大きく化粧に輝き
Yeah, I plan to keep using it like that. Don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
「望まれることを望まれた妖精の王よ」
Yeah, fine, I'll go in this order. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it kills one of his bars, which is the most I can possibly do in a single turn anyway. No, that didn't even come close. God damn it, that sucks. He's a cheater. Yeah, he's a cheater. And to think that there's an even bigger bad this whole time I still have to read. I might have to stream more tomorrow at this rate. I might just have to do it. It's a long ass, you know, section. Wow. Wow. It's insane how he just completely ignores all those buffs. In hour tops. Well, yeah, I might still do it though, to be fair. I know there's command spells and leyline stones, but I'm just saying it's taking so long that it'll take a while. We're gonna finish it off tomorrow. I will schedule a stream for Friday. He really does boil down to just smacking him with whatever you possibly can. Because that also reduces the cooldown. So just keep hitting him, keep hitting him, keep hitting him. Even if he's got the resistance up, it doesn't really change. Yeah, you missed that part already. I'm sorry you won't be able to join. I'm not dead yet. I know the skills remove curse stacks. And knows this to be true.
早だけです軽いではまぶし大きくでは報酬を与えます熱震え別れ我が手の上で弾けるがいい熱
God, that really did nothing to his HP. But you gotta keep fighting on. It's all you can do. Oh, she did. I knew that was her final shot anyway, so. Oh, you little cheating fuck. You little cheating fuck. Well, who's a good single target frickin' I guess because the whole point is that there's no class advantage the way they're setting it up. Hopefully this does pretty well though. Wait, CL? We don't have CL yet. Oh, regular BB. Yeah, that's true. Not this BB. However, she's doing pretty effective shit just now. Of course, he goes straight for her to put more buffs on the little shit. I absolutely hate how he just completely ignores Invincible. Oh, and then there's Amashi. Well, that's nice. At least he could take his focus away for a bit. Fuck yeah, good job, Mashu. Oh, you gutsy motherfucker. I didn't know you had guts on that did all that. Jesus Christ. A full res guts. Full res guts. I thought we had it. You little bastard. Damn, man. Damn. You did mention that would happen. Maybe that was, I don't know, I was in the bathroom or something. Let's see how far up I have to go to find that. Okay, and the worst part is the bastard has a guts waiting to go off. Well, sure, he has a guts, but full guts.
おてんばですか？チェストーヤッホーバーンよっへいへいうささ
Can someone explain the gimmick of this fight? Every attack he does puts on a stupid buff from you that makes you weaker, basically. And it stacks as he smacks you. You can only remove them by using master skills, which come every once in a blue moon, like this. Can you use it? Oh, that sucks. You can't...
Nah. No.
Okay.
最大ダメージお任せください。誰であれ戦う心があるのなら一歩了解。神明東映保管、これは多くの道、多くの夢をする人間にしよう。証明せよロードキャメロットはあマスターハイアングルバランスだ。
くらえ。
ピンチチャンスに先輩応援よろしく。遊びはここまで。おてんばでヤッホー。
It's called he's a cheating prick and wants this to take as long as possible. I mean, that's certainly true. That's basically it.
エネミー忍者チョコレート戦闘コーネリックです。ボルテーナよっなチャンス。勝利の女神は残酷なのです。はあもう少し。
It's funny how they made this fight harder than your typical, like, high difficulty challenge on most events. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
ロックオンお願い。恋に時間を。チェスやおてんばですか？バーン
Tezuka at the end of LB7, absolutely the worst, hands down.
救世主の山に隠されし伝説。
Castoria Zerker's good for this battle? Damn, because I like her. I hadn't thought to use that.
最低です。
But I'm not dead yet. Well, I will be, since you can't do jack shit now.
岩窟を逃がさん。くらえ。
I was gonna say, if you didn't kill me this
悲
turn,
しいですが撤退です。I'll be
well, since I've got leyline stones, yeah. They gave me 11 of those. Jesus, that's a lot. Anyway. Hi Kenshin, who's a good kitty kitty kitty.
光の道に進む。白熱いきます。
Who's your good kitty kitty? You're so cute.
夢のような片付け。なーに、何事もやればできるさ。
Yeah, comparatively speaking, Ort wasn't even that bad.
怖いもの知らず。
いいとも。
小さく。空想具現。道を示す。
It's funny because that's what he gets. It's the sound he makes when you hurt him. Oh, you still not dead? Fuck you, you asshole. That didn't kill you in one hit like it should have. And now you're gonna go and fuck it all up. Going straight for her, of course. Going straight for her, of course.
なんて早炊きですカレーよりこわま大き
Yeah, Ort wasn't even that bad.
報酬を変熱狂い別れ我が手の上で弾けるがいい切り上げ
Now cheating, fuck, die.
ご苦労様。じゃあ次に行こう。
At times, those who reach ever for the sky may lay claim to a star. Similarly, I believe it's possible that sometimes one may find salvation through vengeance. However, we will not be the ones to find it. We must not be. By my feet, is that the light from a ray shift? Wait, Count. We still haven't had a real conversation. It's time for you to wake up. Keep the embers burning in your heart, Sarah. But leave the flames behind. Ugh. Okay. Boop. Alrighty. So, we still have sections 23, 24, 25, and 26. I have no idea how long that's going to take, so I will indeed schedule a stream for tomorrow to finish off the rest of this. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been very enjoyable. Crazy battle right there, but overall good. And we'll figure out the rest of Ordeal Call tomorrow. Until next time, celebrate your fandom.